Hi you guys, it's Tonya, and today I want to share with you this notebook that I've made for CHA. It's a travel journal. I'm going to try and tilt this up on the cover because there's plastic here and it's going to have a little bit of a glare until we move to the other side. But anyway, so I'm using the Teresa Collins 9 & Company paper collection today. I absolutely love the color palette. It's so soft and feminine and pretty. I've also used an Avery 6x9 notebook that you can find at any office supply store. I believe I bought this one at Walmart. All of my stickers, I have stitched them down with a gold thread, so they are secure, just in case, you know, this book is going to get handled quite a bit, so I don't want them to lift or come off. And the gold stitching really adds something to this album as well. I've also added a little bit of trim to soften up the edges of the notebook and kind of disguise it a little bit. Notebooks are great, but they're kind of boring and blah. But this is what I've done. Super cute. Now, on the inside of the notebook, I didn't bother to cover this piece because it's white and it matches the paper collection, and I didn't want to waste the paper on it. I've also added, these are the file folders that come with the paper collection, and I love this. It says Create a Beautiful Life. I've put this here so that I can trap some receipts and things like that from my journey, as well as my airline tickets and things can fit nicely into this section of the notebook and be easily accessible. Maybe reservations, things like that. The chipboard pieces that you see throughout this entire book are from the paper collection as well. And then these are just some scraps that I had left over from the paper collection that I trimmed off and made this little banner. Trimmed out with this lace. I believe the lace is from Prima. I've used Teresa Collins' clear paper to create this sort of, it's like a protectant so that the things below move easily through the binder ring and don't get caught, or, you know, it just offers a little layer of protection to the first item in my notebook. Throughout the book, you'll see a bunch of tags. These are all tags from the paper collection. I got the tag collection. The backs are white, so what I thought I would do is put a photograph here of the people that I meet, and then maybe write something on the back to document it, to say who they are, journal a little bit, or if it's an autograph, have them autograph the back of the tag. This divider was cut from the paper collection using my silhouette. This is a silhouette file. I will have an accompanying blog post that tells all of the files that you need and where you can get the notebook and what it looks like, that kind of thing. So go check that out. This is just a doily that I spray painted with gold spray paint, and just trimmed out a piece from one of the journal cards to create that embellishment cluster there. Again, all of my stickers are stitched down so that they don't come up. This one says Living the Dream. This is a glassine bag that was from another Teresa Collins paper collection that I had gotten, and these were just a clear glassine bag, so I've glued it here on the cover of this binder divider, and then I've just placed this piece of scrap in there, and it was so beautiful I didn't want to decorate any further. It also gives me a place to add another photograph if I want to. Again, this is from the paper collection, and then I've used this gold washi tape throughout the entire book. This is, it doesn't shed, it's glitter, but it doesn't shed, so I really like it. I'm going to take it with me to use in my book as well. This is just a little binder clip I had. I want to see if I can't find some of the gold paper clips to go in here. I know Teresa Collins has a whole office collection that would be lovely to use in this. If I can find it to add it, I will. This is one of the sleeves that, you know, it's like a divider. It's like a protectant, a sleeve protector, and I cut the binder rings that were on it off so that I could make it fit into my notebook. And then what I did was I stitched it so that it wouldn't come apart. And then to create these pockets, I also stitched across the center with my gold thread. So now I have a sleeve, and these were scraps left over from where I cut the covers. I didn't want to lose them. They're great photo mounts. They're great journal spots. So I just placed them inside this protected sleeve. This is another glassine bag I trimmed down to fit into the page to fit my page size. And you can see the gold stitching that I've added here to the side to just seal it back up. I've left it open here at the top. These were scraps from the collection. This was actually a butterfly I showed you guys how to make, I think back in August or September. It's super cute. It was just left over in my stash and he looked beautiful there. This came in the collection with the file folders. So I just went ahead and added it. Great waterfall effect, and it kind of softens up that glassine bag a bit. On this side, this is a, I've made a few of these actually. This is a envelope. They're called social envelopes. This is what they look like. They are 5 3/4 by 8 3/4. Of course, that's not the size of my book, so I had to trim them down. So all I did was I sealed the envelope like this, and then I just took it to my paper cutter and I trimmed the top to the side that I needed, and then I trimmed off the sides so that it was the size that I needed. And then I just covered this ugly part up with the decorative paper, so you can see that there. And then on the side that is smooth on here, I just added a small piece of scrap and some washi tape across the bottom to create another pocket. So I'll have a pocket here and a pocket here, and then this side is great for a photo mount. And I did this several times throughout the book. They're different sizes. On this side, this is half of one of the file folders. I just cut it in half, and then I added a little washi tape to dress it up, and then cut this piece out of one of the tags. Added some enamel dots just for a little interest. It's a great spots for photographs. I like to also glue my make and takes into these books. On this side, it had save the date and place and something else. So what I did was I added washi tape over that, so it just sort of hides that a little bit, because I don't really see me having a need for save the date at CHA. So anyway, this is another one of those pocket envelopes that I shared with you earlier. This one says "so very happy." I left this very plain. It was so challenging for me not to decorate every single page, but my purpose here is to collect photographs from CHA and add them in here, take notes and that kind of stuff. So I didn't want to clutter it up too much, because then I wouldn't be able to add anything to this. This is another one of those sleeves, and what I did was I cut it down to size again. I stitched it so it wouldn't come apart. And then on this side, I put the tag in, I stitched it, then I put the tag in at the top, and then I stitched it, so then it created this little hole here. And then I just dropped some Teresa sequins down in there just to give it a little fun and interest, and then stitched it down this side to close it off, and stitched it down this side to close it off. So I really love how that looks. It looks like confetti, like, ooh, we have a party. Anyway, I may make some more of these once I have my tags all decorated and everything. I don't know, but I really like how they fit into these pocket sleeves. On this side, I have another one of these little binder clips. I found that in the past when I've gone to CHA, you can never have too many paper clips or binder clips in your journal, because I like to clip everything down, then go back to my hotel that night and sort of glue it all down so it's in place. And these are great ways to trap things and keep them together. I also found that envelopes were really handy with the make and takes, and then receipts and things like that are really nice to stick down into envelopes. All of the chipboard pieces that you see here came from Teresa Collins' paper collection as well. This is the other half of that file folder that is here. It's this file folder. This was a sticker that came with the sticker collection, and then I've added the word happy, which I had cut from my silhouette. It's been sitting here on my desk for ages, so it was nice to use it. So this is a heart from the paper collection. I added a little gold Wink Estella over the top to just sort of make it a little more sparkly. I colored the happy. I cut it out of white cardstock and colored it with the Distress ink pens. On this is the owl is from the paper collection. This was a piece of scrap that I cut down to make a flag, and then this little wood chip piece was left over from a kit that we did earlier in the summer. So it worked, so I just added it. And then this was just a piece of scrap doily that was on my desk. I just added it there. It just makes a really nice embellishment cluster. I have plenty of room here for a photo. This is another one of those envelopes that has the pockets. On this side I have a pocket here, more of the trim. This was where I had fussy cut out one of the beautifuls that I used earlier, so I just used the tag as an embellishment cluster. Lots of tags in here. These tags are going to be great for, I don't know if I said this or not, but if I take pictures with someone, I can journal about it on the back, put their photo on the front, that kind of thing. Then I've also added some grid paper for sketching, and I've added some mixed media paper here in case I want to do some coloring or something like that. And then I've also added some notebook paper here as well, and then I have a gold binder clip to bind it all together. And then to finish off the book, I have the another one of the clear plastic pages. This is Teresa Collins's clear paper, is what she calls it. It's 12 by 12, and it comes in a pack of, I think, six, but don't hold me to that. Then on the back, I just covered up this little pocket. Still a great place to trap my receipts or trap you know, something until I can get back to my hotel to add it to it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you're going to CHA, look for me. I will just be milling around. I'm not in a booth. But give me a call, or, you know, hopefully we can meet up somehow and get to know each other. I really love to meet you guys, my fans, and it's just such a fun time. So anyway, look for me. I will be looking for you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and enjoying this creative journey with me. I've had so much fun. I can't wait to see what 2015 brings us. Don't forget that we have a Ustream at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday, this Monday, the 5th, just before we leave for CHA. I'm going to make a layout using the scraps from this paper collection. So I look forward to having you guys around, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this production, please make sure you share it with a friend.